Hello, and welcome back to Cinematic Skeptic. I want to talk about what this channel is and what it is not in a bit more depth. There are a lot of movie channels online that review films, break them down, and call what they're doing analysis. Some of that work is fun. Some of it is genuinely informative, and some of it is really, really well made. I tend to care more about explanatory powers. A lot of film content today focuses on trivia, behind the scenes facts, favorite quotes, Easter eggs, references you might have missed, or lists of cool details, and there's nothing wrong with that. In many cases, that information is interesting. It can deepen appreciation, especially if you already love a movie. But that's not what this channel is going to be doing necessarily. Skep exists exactly about inquiry. It's about examining the ideas films present, the assumptions they rely on, and the conclusions they encourage audiences to draw, often without realizing it. In short, this channel treats films as thought experiments. Movies, they don't just tell stories. They model worlds. They simulate moral dilemmas and social systems, power structures, and ways of thinking. They show us who is trusted, who is doubted, who is punished, and who is rewarded, and why. And those patterns matter because stories don't just entertain us, they also may train us in some form. This channel asks questions like, what claims is the film making about justice, human nature? What counts as evidence inside the story? How is skepticism portrayed as a virtue or as a flaw? When characters act, are they doing so based on reason, emotion, pressure, or conformity? And if we applied real-world standards of evidence or the rules of logic, like identity, non-contradiction, and excluded middle, to this narrative, what holds up and what doesn't? That's the point where film meets reason. Now, to be clear, this channel is not anti-fun or anti-emotion. Enjoyment and analysis are not enemies. A movie can be entertaining and still be conceptually sloppy. It can be beautifully made and still promote bad reasoning. And it can also be deeply, deeply meaningful because it survives scrutiny. This channel isn't here to tell you what to like. It's here to slow things down and ask why something works the way it does and what lessons might come along with those experiences. So what is this channel not? It's not a recap channel. It's not a quote compilation channel. It's not a list of things you didn't know. It's not a nostalgia engine. And it's definitely not the idea that turning your brain off is a virtue. Production information will sometimes appear here, but only when they do explanatory work. If a constraint, a choice, or accident in production directly parallels the narrative or reinforces a theme, then it matters. If it doesn't deepen understanding, it doesn't necessarily belong and may need further investigation. Information isn't analysis unless it explains something. This distinction matters because a lot of people encounter ideas about justice, truth, authority, violence, and morality for the first time through movies and television, not necessarily textbooks, not philosophy classes, and not formal debates. Stories teach us how to feel about doubt. They touch us when obedience feels heroic. They teach us when questioning feels dangerous. Skepticism here doesn't mean cynicism. It doesn't mean rejecting everything. It means withholding belief until it's justified. This channel is about examining claims, following arguments, recognizing assumptions, and applying reasonable standards of evidence, even inside fiction, so that when those ideas bleed into the real world, we're better prepared to recognize them. So if you're looking for trivia, this probably won't be the place. If you're looking for intellectual shortcuts, this won't be that either. But if you're interested in films as tools for thinking and questioning and understanding how narratives shape belief, then you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is Cinematic Skeptic, where film meets reason.